Okay, feeds. Let me at least add a way to list of champions that I like. Fuck.
Is that correct?
Yes.
Where's the broadcast station?
I don't know what you're talking about.
The numbers, Mason. What do they mean? Where are they
I
broadcast?
don't know anything about any numbers.
What about Dragovich? Do you remember him?
Just flatly didn't look like Lolly. I don't give a shit. Like Cope, Diamond, I just don't care. Like disingenuous shit, you know? The other one is like a with two chicks and a guy. And in retrospect, looking at it, knowing now that that artist is a lolicon, yeah, I can see it. When I looked at it, I think the vibe that I got was like short stack, thick kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like the way like goblins get drawn.
Lakari, you did it, man. Oh my god, you made it to the top. You're a full-time content creator. All the sleepless nights, the time, the effort, the blood, sweat, and tears. Now you can finally support yourself financially. So I gotta ask, what's next? I ain't gonna lie, gang. I like him. What? I like him. Here's my notepad. Did you know that Windows 11 automatically saves all of your notepad data, unlike Windows 10 where it just kind of wipes it clean unless you hit that save button? This includes things you've highlighted. If you didn't know this already, you're in the same boat as me, and I only just found out, and we're all in the same boat as recently exposed freak streamer Lakari. Now, he's just a normal Twitch streamer, there's nothing really changing there, but what sets him apart is that he accidentally opened a folder Vosh style, as you could already tell, and what's been going on the internet for the past 4 days, that he accidentally had some content, and he received a 7-day ban. 7-day ban. What the f? I'm gonna go ahead and hit this whole thing with a big old allegedly and a big old supposedly. Supposedly is what the ban length is itself. I can't confirm because I'm not getting an email direct to my email saying, hey, Lakari got banned for 7 days. I'm reading what news outlets are saying and what other people are saying. Allegedly, because of what's in the links, and I'm not opening those myself, so you can go ahead and find those original videos, unfortunately, all over Twitter. That is completely uncensored. The more popular versions are the censored versions, thank Christ. But I'm not opening those for myself to go ahead and confirm. I think I'm gonna go ahead and take the internet's word for this, considering that midway through the stream, that's right, the stream continued. He didn't shut it down after this, he continued, as you might already know. His mod decided to unmod himself. It was like, dog, what the fuck? I'm not going to give my commentary on his actions specifically. Everyone's already done that. It's like 10 years in internet terms. It's been 4 total days. It's a long fucking time in internet terms. What I'm going to do is crash out. And people seem to like when I used to crash out. Like, these videos get a lot of views and a lot of good reception. So I'm going to go ahead and crash out. Might as well get into the game a good way, right? You know, Lakari continues the stream. He's having a breakdown. He's trying to keep it together. He's trying to keep this brave face on for everyone to not immediately jump the gun. For those who don't actually know what's going on yet, or new just coming to the stream, or people who just have the fucking object permanence of a toddler, right? As if you couldn't go ahead and just rewind what you were seeing. And that's unfortunately the case. Everyone started looking at that and it was like, yo, dog, like these links are... these are crazy. You need to be locked up. You gotta end stream. His mod unmods himself. Everyone's freaking out. It's a panic. So he pulled a Redditor move in the next instance, trying to pretend that it was a virus. You know, there was a virus on my computer and my pants fell down and I was trying to take care of the virus. So that whole song and dance goes over. He tries to pretend like nothing's happening. Eventually the chat does start to get to him. He then pulls a complete fucking 180, you know, acting like he's trying to cover it up, and then immediately goes on the defensive, like, you guys want me to be guilty. So essentially what he's doing here that drives me so nuts is taking what you're saying, what your claim is, and basically we're able to back that up in the chat, like live stream chat. We're like, yo, like, we got VODs of this, like, this is what these links contain, we're sharing this around. This is a big problem. Your mods are unmodding themselves, so we have a little bit of evidence to back up what we're saying. He takes what the chat is saying and then goes on the defensive and says, you guys want me to be guilty, because sometimes the internet wants people to be guilty, and there's a little bit of truth to that. You know, I gotta be quite honest. I've been around long enough to know that. It's just how people are. Couldn't explain to you why. I think it's stupid, but you know, he takes that one small thing that does not apply to this context, despite you having evidence of what you were saying, and him being the source of your evidence and going, you guys just want me to be guilty. Get the fuck out. We're not having a chat about this. We're not discussing this. This is bullshit. I'm done. Fuck you. You know, all this other garbage. And I gotta ask, man, who the fuck are you to sit there and live stream yourself, fuck it up completely, and then go, you guys want me to be guilty. It's not my fault. I didn't do anything. You guys just think I'm a freak because everyone thinks I'm a freak. The only clips of me that go viral or popular are talking about how I'm a freak. Even though a couple of minutes ago, you know, we discussed the idea of me having 3 terabytes of fucking hentai on my shit. I gotta be honest, it's hard to give the man the benefit of the doubt. You know, his personality generally, when I looked him up, he's not like front page of Google, you know, popular, pop off all the time, but he's certainly someone who got enough reputation built up around him and enough popularity that I was able to find him pretty well in his old clips that went semi-viral. And his personality generally does revolve around being a pervert. Everyone just knows him for that. There's a clip of him showing this. I'm going to put it on screen. I don't know if I can put it there. If I need to censor it, I will. So don't be surprised if it's just a black screen or something. But they're showing his chair and it's just crusty as all hell. It's just gross, and that's the thing that he's supposed to be known for. And you're not fixing shit, dog. Being on the defensive doesn't do anything. People see right through that, and I hope people on the internet know that as well. I know the reality is they most likely won't, and they're just getting defensive like this guy, and are gonna go ahead and be like, I really showed him like behind closed doors because they're not a content creator. They're not being put up on this big screen for everyone to see it. For the most part, you know, sometimes yes, sometimes they'd be correct, but this guy specifically needed this moment. He absolutely needed this intervention, and he also needs to be locked away, in my opinion. I know it's some people are trying to be cagey about it. I don't think it's cool. I don't think it's okay. I think this guy needs to see police cars immediately. So after a little bit of silence, we get this wonderful tweet from Lakari himself stating that during my last stream, I opened a notepad which revealed a link. The list in the link included titles that suggested child abuse material further down. I have never consumed this type of content, nor do I think it's acceptable, which I think is absolutely hilarious. When you go ahead and read the titles for yourself, you would have seen titles such as teen couples videos and a shorthand for jailbait on the top right hand side of his tabs. The furthest tab that was most recently open and active had the number 500 and the word shorthand for jailbait. How many fucking videos are in that folder? Is there actually like, I don't want to know what's going on in his mind or what's in his notepad, but are there really 500 fucking videos attached to that? And it's even worse when you think about the fact that you can only guesstimate, because we only saw the first fucking page out of the possible hundreds of hours of content. I decided to keep streaming in an effort to downplay the severity of the situation, which was deceptive. This was a mistake that I deeply regret and apologize for. No shit. And you're being deceptive now. The link gave access to abusive material. So what the fuck? What are we? Whoa. So we're gonna use the word abusive material, right? And then we're gonna start the whole tweet with suggested child abuse material. Is it abusive or is it suggested to be abusive? Am I missing something here? Am I jumping the gun? Which is it? Because we're jumping back and forth now. I recognize trivializing abuse material on stream is not okay and that can lead to real harm. It is my responsibility to provide a safe space for my community and peers, which I failed to do. No shit. I'm taking real steps to change my ways. Not beating your shit for hours on end. I've admitted myself into a porn addiction recovery program that will last 30 days. That's it? That you're not turning yourself over to the authorities? During this time, I will be able to work out there. Fuck it. Oh my god. I was worried Lakari wouldn't have been able to work out his other arm after fucking putting in the work on his right hand. And will also be receiving professional therapy and treatment for my addiction. Browsing hentai and porn websites as an escape has been a serious problem for as long as I can remember. I don't know about you guys, but I don't remember them talking about hentai in that folder. Like, this wasn't like a near Vosh situation where he had just freak-ass drawings sitting in his tax folder. This was the real shit. The things that people were actively investigating, that they were actively uncomfortable with. You know, when they pulled it up, they're like, yo, dog, you might be going to jail. You might be in the back of a police car here shortly. And it was to the point Lucari pulled it up on the internet, was trying to see whether or not he'd be going to jail tonight. You know what I'm saying? And you all have those friends who like say shit like, oh, it's not that big of a deal. You know, we just send each other some freak ass drawings every now and then in a Discord server. By the way, you want to hop on Destiny 2 tonight? You know those people. You know them. I know you know them because I know them, and I don't like interacting with them very much. So I'm going to offer you the same piece of advice I would offer them. It's not like it's reaching very many people, but I have to get it off my chest. Maybe, revolutionary idea, just don't interact with the content if what you are suggesting is that hentai and fucking Japanese drawings led you down this path. Just don't interact with it. Don't interact with the people who share it to you. Don't interact with the people who post it on Twitter, who create it, draw it. Maybe just step away and think, I think I'm just gonna go beat my shit by myself. It's just gonna be me and my thoughts. Maybe I'd be less of a freak. Maybe I should go out and get a girlfriend. I'm a content creator. I have money, so I have time to myself. I'm sure it wouldn't be too hard to piece that one together and find someone who might actually fucking like me, because I'm not trying to like put him down or anything. I'm not saying he looks like a complete hobgoblin. I do want to say that based on what I've seen with the setup, he doesn't look like he takes care of himself very often. But I'm not calling him a freak. It wouldn't be that hard to say this dude could go out and get a girlfriend. And it's not like he hasn't had already. His exes are sitting there talking about him after the whole situation. He's had a girlfriend, but he's still going to his cave to beat his shit to freak stuff. Anyway, I had to get that off my chest. I think everyone was kind of thinking the same thing. I didn't see a lot of people talking about it the way that I really did here. Or really just harp on the fact that the man only received a 7-day ban on Twitch. Reportedly, we haven't had anything official, but the fact that it wouldn't surprise me kind of scares me that we've gotten to this point with Twitch. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here. I appreciate your time if you watched it all the way through. Like if you like it, dislike it. Let me know what I can do in the videos or in the comments to improve the videos. And hopefully I'll see you around shortly. Take care.